Jerry, I know we've spent some time on this, maybe the last few times we've spoken, but you I think, really helped me anyway understand what your philosophy is with the draft, develop and trade team that you described yourself as. And Brock and I were debating this a little bit earlier and hearing from some folks out there who hear that, and what they hear is, so you're not interested in spending more money, that the organization doesn't want to spend. Can you just take us through it again a little bit in a little bit more depth? How does that blend with the organization's payroll and ability to go out and bring in free agents?
Well, some of it is about payroll. Like with each of the other 29 teams, we're working on a payroll budget. Ours might be different than the Yankees or the Dodgers, and that might be different than what some other smaller market teams deal with. We are generally a middle of the market, franchise. We tend to land right in the middle in terms of revenue, oftentimes in terms of payroll, and we have been able to, at our top end, we have been able to work our way into top 10 payrolls pretty consistently during our most competitive years, or with the big rosters. One of the things, and I think I've mentioned this in weeks past, one of the things that really gets lost in the wash right now, with some of what we've done with extensions for guys like J.P. Crawford and Julio Rodriguez and Luis Castillo, with some of the escalating player costs that we anticipate with the coming arbitration of guys like Logan Gilbert and George Kirby and Cal Raleigh, we are very aware of what our future payrolls look like, because the decisions you make today, and this is more difficult for someone who's not looking more broadly. The decisions you make today don't just affect your 2023 payroll, and you're not going to go from 115 million to 215 in a year, because what winds up happening is 2 years from that point, you're at 315 because the escalating costs really do start to pile up. Right now, we have more future commitments, 2024 and beyond, than all but two teams in baseball. So we have spent our money. We have built larger payrolls. We've just done it in a different way than maybe the front-facing, the basic 2023 roster look might suggest. And that's where draft, develop, and trade comes in, is that we are sometimes looking for shorter-term fits who won't affect the 2026 payroll when all of this really starts to crest, and you've got multiple players making $25+ million, and you're trying to figure out how to build a team. So it's all really a jigsaw puzzle of making sure that all the pieces fit. And as a result, your preference sometimes is on a shorter contract with 1 or 2 year hits, where you can fit players in and not grossly move your payroll 3 years down the road, because we don't want to be in a situation where what we think are our foundational players, like the Raleighs, like the Logans, and like the Kirby's, we don't want to ever be in a situation where those guys don't fit for us. That's our team.